Hi guys, this is on 7 off, and I finally got my little serial to USB controller in, and I just uploaded the new software or the new firmware for the Micro PA50, the normal Micro PA50. Basically what you have to do once you get this device in, you will get this cable here. It has 4 different leads. And the first thing you need to do is locate, let me just turn this around, okay, and locate the ground, which is the yellow one, and the ground needs to go to the first pin right here, so you will have these different pins over here. Then the next thing you need to do is to figure out where is the RXD. And now it's very important that you follow along, because in the manual it says this is TXD right here. So actually you need to connect the RXD to the TXD that you will see in the manual. Let me just show you the manual. Okay, you can see that the TXD is the last one here. Okay, the last one. And this needs to go, which is actually the orange cable here, okay, and this needs to go to the RXD on the board, and then vice versa with the TXD, which as you can see is the brown cable, needs to go to the RXD right here. And then you also need to connect the 5 volts over here, and this is the red lead here, and this red lead goes right here to the second lead. Okay, now so this is what you can find in the manual. I will have the manual in the description of this video, and I will also put the new software and firmware. The problem is with this board here, with this serial to USB port, it only has 4 cables and you need to connect 5. There is one that is missing, the one in the middle, and this is for the what they call DTR. But here in the manual it also states that you can connect the DTR to the RTS, and this particular small board has an RTS, like the hole over here you get CTS, here you have RTS. I had to solder a little cable, and this cable here is with also a little plug that I found in my closet, so I took that one and I interconnected this here that I soldered on the board to the pin here in the middle. Okay, so basically this is the connections that you need to do. So let me just connect it again, because I will show you how to do the upgrade to the newest firmware. Just to make it easy for myself, I have disconnected here the cable from the fan, so I don't need to struggle to put these cables in there. So summarize, okay, you will have this here, okay, and you have this here. The only thing you need to be very careful of is that you don't need to connect 3v3, and the TXD goes to RXD on the board here of the Micro PA50, and the RXD goes to the TXD. That's basically it. And then you still need to solder that little cable here for the RTS, and the RTS needs to be connected to the DTR. Now the next thing you need to do is to actually fire up the amplifier, or just connect it to a 12 volt source. Sorry that it's very clumsy, but I try to do it with one hand. There you go. Come on. Okay, there you go. So now you can see that I have version 2.6, okay, and how do you do the upgrade? In the manual I will put a link. I will put this software here, the portable version. I will put it also in English. Let me just change it in English, because it's going to be easier for you guys. So there you go, okay, and I will have to turn it off and restart it again on my computer. One moment please. So there you go. So basically in the description of this video you will also find this software here. Okay, you need to download it. You need to just simply unzip it, okay, and then you will have these files right here in a folder, and there you can execute the file. Okay. Now I downloaded also the software, and the software will put it available also on my or under the video here in the description. And here you will see I have Micro PA50 V2.6, and the first thing you need to do is to select the programmer, and there you need to go to Arduino. Okay, this needs to be selected, COM number 5 with 115,200 bouts. The next thing you need to do is over here select the 80 mega 368 I think it was, or 328, yeah, 328p. Okay, let me just check in the manual to be very sure, but as far as I remember it was this one. Yeah, so it's yeah, 328p. So this is the next step, and then you don't have to change anything here. Here you need to point to the folder or the directory where you have that Micro PA50 software or the firmware. Okay, and please be very careful. Do not enable erase flash and EEPROM, because this can mess up a lot of things. So be careful. Do not, one more time, do not enable this one, because sometimes it is enabled by default. The next thing you need to do is to put it into your USB port. This is not my USB port, or is it? Yeah, okay, there it is. And the next thing you need to do is to check. So here you can see port number 5 in my case. If I disconnect it, this is an easy way to figure out whether it's a port. You can see that port number 5 now is gone. So if I put it again into the USB port, you will see that port number 5 is now available. And the next thing you need to do is, you don't need to turn on the amplifier, you just have to feed it with the 13.7 volt. Okay, and let me do the programming. You click on program, and there you go, it will start to do the programming, and this will update the software. You can see that he is doing what he's supposed to do. Okay, and there you go, thank you. And now you can see that version 2.6 is on the Micro PA50. The next step I'm going to do is just solder this this component. So there's a resistor here of 68 ohms. So I'm back in the original state of the Micro PA50. So that's the upgrade procedure. I hope it was useful. So the only thing that might be a little bit difficult for you guys is finding a cable here and soldering it to the boards of the serial to USB port. Yeah, this is a CH340 module. Okay, so that's the only thing, and there is no cable provided. So this one here comes with this cable here with these 4 leads, and that's it. Okay, and by the way, when you get it, there will be also a little jumper on this board here at pin number 2 and 3, I think. So you just have to undo this because you don't need it for the programming of your Micro PA50. I honestly hope this helps a lot of people, and I will give you some feedback later on how the amplifier performs with the new software. I see that my Micro PA50 Plus has the 2.5 version, so I might just also upgrade that one as well to the version 2.6. 73s, and I hope this has been useful for you. Leave some comments in the description. Thank you. Bye-bye.